Look at here, look at here, look at here. You do not have a money problem, boo boo. You have a frequency problem. So, diva, let me tell you something that shifted my entire reality. I was sitting here, frustrated, knowing damn well that I was the most expanded I have ever been. I was doing all the right things. I was leading in my power. I was showing up in my fullness, and yet money was not moving the way that it used to. It wasn't the way I desired it to move, and it made no freaking sense. Because I knew I wasn't blocked. I knew I wasn't out of alignment. So, what the hell was going on? And then I saw it. I had changed the entire game, but I was still playing by the old rules. I had calibrated to such a high frequency that the way I used to create money no longer worked. The strategies, the effort, the moves that used to bring in wealth no longer made sense in a new timeline I was in. I had shifted, but I was still waiting for money to show up the old way. And that was the gap. That was the dissonance. That was why money wasn't flowing. It wasn't that I was blocked. It wasn't that I wasn't doing the right things. It was that I was no longer in the same reality where those old things worked. So, if you've been feeling like you are more powerful than ever, more embodied than ever, more certain than ever, and yet money is not flowing the way it should, this is why. You don't have a money problem. You have a frequency problem. And today we are going to go all the way in on the illusion of hard work, effort, and earning your wealth. We're going to talk about how money is a frequency and not a result of your effort. We're going to talk about the fastest way to recalibrate your wealth frequency overnight. This episode is going to change how you experience money for freaking ever. Oh, y'all ready? Let's go. Let's go. Grab your kombucha, grab your wine, your whatever your favorite beverage is, and get your notes on because you are going to want to write notes. You're going to want to come back. You're going to listen to this one over and over again. And if you are on your phone, screenshot it. Post this in your stories, tag me, and tell me you are listening to this. Okay. Let's get this straight. Money does not come from work. It does not come from effort. It does not come from earning. This is one of the biggest illusions ever created in the 3D world. The idea that money is something you have to deserve, something you have to prove yourself for, something you have to struggle for, was never real. This illusion was created to keep people trapped because when you believe you have to work hard for money, you will stay in systems that drain you, you will keep yourself exhausted, and you will make yourself feel like wealth is a constant uphill battle. But let me tell you something. If money came from effort, why are the people working themselves to the bone every single day still not wealthy? If money came from time, why are the people working 60 plus hours a week not the richest ones in the world? If money came from deserving it, then why are the most toxic and destructive people on the planet billionaires? Because money has never been about effort. Money has always been about frequency. You are not earning your money. You are matching it. Or you are not. And the moment you get that, the moment you let go of the old programming that says you have to earn money like it's some kind of reward for your suffering, everything shifts. Money is not something you get. It is something that you sink into. And I love this wording, sink into. And so you can think sink into as far as like a bath, or you can see sink, like sink up. SYNC. Money is a current that is currently flowing everywhere constantly. And the only thing that determines if it moves through you is whether you are vibrating on the same level. Let me break it down in a different way, because I want to make sure that this is crystal clear. So imagine that money is a song playing on a frequency. Let's call it 100.7 FM. Those of you who are familiar with radio signals, it's 100.7 FM. I'm a little older. But if you need to, let's just say it's on Sirius XM and it's on the pop station. The 100 hits. Okay? We'll use both of those. Okay. That frequency is playing abundance, ease, overflow, wealth that moves effortlessly. It's been playing there this entire time. It's never turned off and it's never stopped. And no matter how many people are listening to 100.7 FM, it doesn't matter. Millions of people are on that frequency and all of them can receive the same message. There's no limit. But if you have been on 88.3 FM or the reggaeton on Sirius XM, that station may be playing something like hard work, struggle, effort, proving yourself, money being inconsistent, money isn't enough, bust your ass. And so if you're listening to 88.3 FM, it doesn't matter how much you want to hear 100.7 FM, it doesn't matter. You can visualize it, you can script it, you can tell yourself you deserve it. But if you are not tuned into that station, you will not hear that music. You will not hear that message because you are vibrating at struggle, lack, proving yourself, or wondering where the money is when you are on 88.3 FM. You're vibrating at ease, wealth, as your new norm, certainty that money is already yours if you're on 107 FM, 100.7. And this is why people who don't try, quote unquote, seem to make money effortlessly. They're already on the frequency where money just is. And the moment you realize this, you stop trying to get money and start moving as the version of you that already has it. And so the fastest way to recalibrate your wealth frequency overnight, look, I know you're asking, like, how do I shift into 100.7 FM? How do I get into that pop station? How do I turn off this reggaeton? I love reggaeton, by the way. Okay. How do you calibrate it overnight? Number one, you collapse the need for money to show up before you believe you have it. And this shift is instant when you stop asking, where's the money, and start knowing that it is already there. It's when you stop asking for where's the money and you start knowing that it is already there. It's when you stop waiting for a sale to validate you and start moving like money is already normal. I'm going to say it again. It's when you stop waiting for a sale to validate you and start moving like money is already normal, because it is. And you stop playing the old game and you start acting like the frequency you've already stepped into. You stop playing the old game and you start acting like the frequency you've already stepped into. So what does this look like in real life? Let me break it down. Old frequency, 88.3. Is that the 88.3? Okay, FM. That is checking your Stripe every 5 minutes, feeling anxious, wondering in your DMs, have somebody come? Are they going to pay? Is this going to work? Let me post something else. Do they feel it? So you're feeling anxious. pricing your offers based on what you think people would pay instead of what is your energetic standard. Notice I didn't say worth. I said your energetic standard, what you are creating, what you know that this is amazing and this feels so good and this price would feel just like a beautiful exchange. That has nothing to do with the people and everything to do with what you know you're bringing. Old frequency is feeling like you have to work harder, push more, do something to get the money moving. So what does new frequency, what does the 100.7 FM feel like? This is like feeling rich first before a single dollar drops into your account. That means showing up in the energy that assumes wealth is already flowing. You're smiling. You're like, you post and you know that the right people are coming. You know that like you have a frequency where you're like, of course they're in my DMs. You're appreciative. Yes, thank you. But you're not shocked about it. You're like, wow, of course. Yes, I knew. Hey, it's good stuff. You drop something and you're like, if you know, come on in. You move as the woman who already has it all. This is the new game because there are no more rules. The only rule is you decide your reality. I had a client and she was really tapping into this expanded money frequency, but there always used to be a time where there was a struggle. Like she was learning to make it at like so easily, but then it would go away very easily because the expenses started to raise, right? And so one of the things that I got her to know and believe, I was like, you pull money out of your ass. Like you pull money out of the air. Anytime you want it, just pull it out of the air. It comes. Just decide it comes. And I was like, and yes, you can do something. Yes, you can promote something, but it's got to be from the ink frequency of I pull money out of the freaking air. Here we go. I'm doing this because it's fun. It's not from, oh, I need to do this so that I can make money. And so she started to do that. And then she was just pulling money out of the air, like pulling money out of the air. She knew she created, built her own house. She did all these things and money, 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 flow, flow, flow. And so you're ready to recalibrate this permanently. And I'm going to tell you, Divinity House is the place where you go. Or La Lumière, the light circle, the divine diva circle is where you can go. And both of those are in the show notes. And so you know your stop. You don't need to try to get rich. You know you're already being rich. You already move in a way that wealth has already chosen you. You're ready to anchor in the frequency where money is effortless, power is your default, and abundance is simply who you are. You know you are meant to hold massive wealth and influence right now. So if you know, your new wealth frequency is waiting here. So keep it bougie, stay healed, and be divine. Diva.